From Hallettsville City Park in Hallettsville, Texas, this is Navarro Panther Baseball, being brought to you on the Navarro Panther Network. Hello, everybody. I'm Clay Scarborough, joined by Hank Dieter, Beatrice Wells, and Mia, our student, who is working the cameras tonight. Tonight, we bring you the baseball area playoff games. It's a three-game series between the Navarro Panthers and the Needville Blue Jays. Tonight, we play Game 1 in Hallettsville, Texas. Tomorrow, Game 2 is slated to be in LaGrange, Texas. That's at 7 p.m. And if we go to Game 3, it'll be right back here in Hallettsville at 2 p.m. We are working on our cameras as we speak. We'll get our camera up and running here in just a second. A couple technical difficulties we made, a last-minute camera switch to get you a better shot here once that camera gets up and rolling. The Navarro Panthers opened this series with a 23-6 overall record. They went 8-2 in district play, and they finished second in the district. The Panthers won 2 of 3 games from Fredericksburg last weekend to win the bi-district championship by scores of 3-1, 10-0. They lost 10-0 and won 4-3. The Needville Blue Jays entered tonight with a 21-6 overall record. They went 10-1 in district play, and they won 2 games last week over Iowa Colony to get to the district round. So we are ready to roll here. Stepping in is Colton Stavinoa. He's wearing number 9. He's the left fielder for the Blue Jays. He faced Colt Brown. More on him in just a second. Ball 1 is low to Stavinoa. So Colt Brown, the pitcher for the Panthers tonight. About to throw pitch number 2. We'll get you some stats on him in just a second. There's a ground ball to short. Second. Right there is Wood. On the first, 1 away. Rosas is there. So a quick 4-3 out for Colt Brown, and there's 1 away. Now bring up Kyson Vasic. And we're number 1. He'll be the shortstop. He bats left-handed, and his bat looks like a big pencil. Colt Brown comes home. Strike on the inside corner. So Brown this year, 1.62 ERA, has thrown 52 innings so far this year. Allowed 30 hits, 12 earned runs, 20 strikeouts. Strike away, moves from the inside to the outside corner. He's walked 20 hitters, He struck out 65 on the year. That's good for a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio.
Beautiful
0-2 pitch. A little low. You hear Hank get it there?
Yeah.
Welcome in, Hank.
Hey, thanks. It's a beautiful, beautiful field we have here in the city park of Hallettsville. And we'd like to thank for them for hosting this.
Many playoff games have been played here by Navarro.
That's right.
2-2 count now. Brown last week, he threw 6 1/3 innings against Fredericksburg, allowed 3 hits and 1 earned run over that span. He walked 2 hitters and struck out 8. And we're out to that 3-1 Panther win. Brown comes home. Misses inside off the glove of Villanueva. Count goes full, 3-2. Vasic with a 274 batting average, 388 on-base percentage. The left-handed swinging shortstop. First full count from Brown today. He wipes his hand, gets on the mound, comes home, misses low. The first man is on base for the Blue Jays this evening. On the other side of the mound, you have Albert Aprea, 5-0, 1.63 ERA, 43 innings pitched, 52 strikeouts, 19 walks, 28 hits, and 10 earned runs. That's the guy facing Brown today. Brown now out of the stretch. Camden Babcock steps in. He's the 3rd hitter for the Blue Jays. Ball's outside to Noavell. Back in there's Vasic. Babcock, 390 batting average, 510 on-base percentage. Third baseman sets deep in the box. Brown comes home, misses up and in, and it hit him off his shoulder. Babcock turned. So there'll be runners on first and second with 1 out. Colton Stavana led off the inning with a ground ball to second. Cade Ramirez, the 4-hole hitter for the Blue Jays, stepped in. The center fielder wears number 20. Has a 442 batting average and a 527 on-base percentage. He carries the highest batting average in the lineup for the Blue Jays. After him, Diego Ochoa bats 5th. He's the first baseman. Batting 6th is Albie Aprea. He is the pitcher. Brown with man on first, man on second. Out of the stretch. Checks the runner at second and comes home. Ground ball to short. It should be at least one. The throw across the diamond is off target. Noah Rosas will try for the backdoor out at third. No avail, so the infield single for Ramirez will load the bases for the Blue Jays here in the first. Here's Diego Ochoa, 5-hole hitter for the Blue Jays, first baseman.
Number 8, Diego Ochoa.
.353 batting average, a .423 on-base percentage. Head coach of the Blue Jays has a quick word with the home plate umpire. Here in the top of the first inning, welcome into Hallettsville, Texas, Alamo City Park, where it's 90 degrees with a heat index of 109.
Woo.
It's
That's
just May.
crazy, yeah.
Here's the pitch. Swinging at the first pitch. Up in the zone was Ochoa. Light east-northeast wind, which blows slightly into the stadium here in Hallettsville. I do mean light. 0-1 pitch. It's up high. A little higher than the other high pitch we saw first of the at-bat. Next, Albie Aprea, the pitcher. Brown with the glove over the head. Comes home and pops him up. This should be an infield fly roll unless it was called off. There's an out. This may have been called off by the third base umpire. It's a four-man crew this evening.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what this is about. Wait, was there a balk?
Oh, man.
It appears to have been a balk, so that is not an out.
They're gonna have a conference here.
Head coach Justin Dunham for the Panthers waits with his hands on his hips as he watches the umpires talk. They're talking to Brown right now on the mound. The question may have been, was he out of the windup in his position with his foot on the rubber? Brown's having that discussion with the umpire right now. And no one is going back to first. And that runner is not going back to third that supposedly scored. Coach Dunham is shaking his head with the home plate umpire. The turf here is the infield in Hallettsville except for the mound, which is all dirt. The outfield is full grass. And it appears there's one run home now for the Blue Jays on the balk. We'll see if we can get a better explanation of the balk here in just a little bit. So the 1-1 count now to Ochoa. The pop-up does not happen. It is 1-0 Blue Jays here in the top of the first. Runners on second and third. They moved up 90 feet with the ball. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. It's through. It's a hit. One runner will score. Around third comes another runner. The throw's coming home. Cut off by Hyman. He's safe. The base hit, 2 RBI single for Ochoa, and it is 3-0. Blue Jays with one out here in the top of the first inning. Had Hyman let that go, there could have been a play at the plate. Albie Aprea, the pitcher, already ahead 3-0. Steps in with the pencil-looking bat once again. Brown comes home. Popped up. This should be an out without a balk. And there's a pop-up to Hyman. He's there. And there's now 2 away. With 2 outs, Drew McCray steps in, the designated hitter for the Blue Jays. 279 batting average, a 355 on-base percentage. Finds himself up 3-0 here early on the Panthers. Brown steps off the rubber legally. Comes set the belt, out of the stretch. Comes home and hit high in the left. Newberg goes back, he's into the corner, he's to the wall, and it is gone. A 2-run home run for Drew McCray. And the Blue Jays are out of the gate up 5-0. Blue Jays want to make a statement early. They just got one. Here's Brance Farrell, the catcher. 242 batting average, 407 on base percentage. Right-handed catcher steps into the batter's box. Panthers looking to get out here in the top of the first, down 5-0. Brown comes home. The ball in the outside corner. Cody Thagard, the 9-hole hitter, is on deck. Farrell will try to extend the inning. Pitch is fouled back to the screen. Glad we did put our camera in that spot. The netting here in Hallettsville gives just a little bit. One delivery. It's all speed pitch on the inside corner. Breaks back in toward the plate. Count goes 1-2. Brown nods yes to the call. Comes home. Same pitch. Strike 3 at the letters. And that will end the inning. But the Blue Jays are out of the gate with 5 runs. A 2 RBI single for Ochoa and a 2-run home run for McCray. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Panthers trail 5-0 on the Navarro Panther Network. Welcome back to Hallettsville, Texas, Hallettsville City Park. Panthers trail 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Austin Davidson, Gavin Newberg, Landon Taylor will bat this inning for the Panthers. And I don't know if I have time here to catch assistant coach Kelly Morelli. I'd love to hear an explanation on the balk call back in the first inning that led to the first Blue Jays run. But after Landon Taylor, Matt Villarreal will bat. He's been hitting 4th for the Panthers. Colt Brown batting 5th. Pitching, Caleb Woods, the second baseman, he bats 6th. Noah Rosas, the first baseman, bats 7th. Ryan Tatum, the right fielder, bats 8th. And Greg Hyman, the third baseman, will bat 9th. And as mentioned earlier, they will take on Alberto Perea. He's 5-0 with a 1.63 ERA. Both pitchers entered this game with a less than 2 ERA. Perea's thrown 43 innings, has 52 strikeouts, 19 walks, 28 hits over those 43 innings, and has allowed only 10 earned runs over that time span. So here's Austin Davidson, the shortstop for the Panthers. 313 batting average during the series. Watches ball 1 low. The very patient right-handed leadoff man. Very selective on what he swings at. There's an all-speed pitch on the outside corner. Misses off just a little bit. Count goes 2-0. Perea comes home. Misses low, 3-0. Blue Jays in the gray-blue trim this evening. High ball forward. Davidson's on. Panthers lead the runs. They fell behind 5-0 in the top of the first inning. Anything that they can do here to get rolling would be fantastic. Gavin Newberg steps in, the left fielder. 408 batting average. 466 on base for the season. We'll look to get Davidson in scoring position, move that runner up somewhere or another, and hopefully get on base himself. Here's the pitch. That's a strike on the inside corner. On deck, the highest batting average for the Panthers. Landon Taylor. Brea comes home. This is hit to right field. Goes the other way. It's a base hit. Over the second baseman. Into second and staying there is Davidson. And the Panthers, with nobody out here in the top of the first inning, have runners at first and second.
In center fielder, number 13, Landon Taylor.
And here is Landon Taylor, the center fielder for the Panthers. 464 batting average, a 540 on-base percentage. Team leading home runs with 2. Be looking to get the Panthers on the board as they trail here early, 5-0. A balk, 2 RBI single, and a 2-run home run for the Blue Jays capped off the start of this game. Davidson on second, Newberg on first. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. It's an off-speed pitch. This is way high. So lots of men on base here early for 2 pitchers with sub-2 ERAs as the day began. Here's the pitch. A strike in the inside corner to Taylor. Often the best time to get to the pitchers is early. Good pitchers before they get into a rhythm. Both teams attempting to do that here. Blue Jays accomplished it in the first. Now it's the Panthers' turn. Taylor looks at strike 2. Taylor felt like that's a little in. He's definitely just above the belt. Now 1-2 to Landon Taylor. 363 to dead center here in Hallettsville. Misses low, the off-speed pitch, 2-2. Five runs on 3 hits for the Blue Jays in the top of the first. Brea looks in, long look at the catcher. Checks the runner at second, comes home. Taylor watches another off-speed pitch high. Full count. Nobody out, man on second, man on first. Full count to Landon Taylor. On deck, Matt Villarreal. Panthers catcher. Taylor sets the bat on his shoulder, picks it up, swings at the pitch. It's a slow roller to third. On to second for 1, and that's all they're going to get. And the fielder's choice will move the runner up to Davidson to third. Newberg is out, 5-4 on the play. And Landon Taylor will go on to second, just kind of moseys over to second. No one really paid attention to it. Very calmly, Taylor gets over there. So the Panthers have runners in scoring position. Davidson at third, Taylor at second with 1 out for Matt Villarreal. 384 batting average, 429 on base percentage. Trying to break through here as the Panthers trail by 5. Fouls the first pitch back. On deck, Panther pitcher Colt Brown. He's followed by Caleb Wood. Villarreal with the pink bat and the pink accents. Throwing to second, the turn by Brea. Landon Taylor very easily back into second. Villarreal holds the pink bat up high. Brea comes home, misses away, 1-1. Brea definitely takes his time on the mound, gets the ball back, gets set. Long look at the catcher. Sets at the belt. Comes home. Popped up. Villarreal. This is back toward the netting, but it may not make it out. Barely does. And staying alive is Villarreal. He goes to 1-2 on the count. Davidson reached on a walk. Gavin Newberg reached on a single. Landon Taylor moved Davidson to third on a fielder's choice. But Landon just kind of walked over very subtly to second to give the Panthers 2 runners in scoring position. 5-0 Blue Jays. Brea comes home. Villarreal watching strike 3. About let her high on the outside corner. And here's Colt Brown with 2 outs.
Number 18, Colt Brown.
Brown with a 410 batting average, 505 on base percentage. Needs to do the proverbial help himself out here. as the Panther pitcher. Now Brea will step off for a second. Brea set to the belt, checks the runner at third, checks the runner at second, and comes home. Hit hard down third base. Right there's the third baseman by Babcock. Throws to first, he can't get it. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score on the error, and the Panthers have a 5-2 disadvantage. But that's the first 2 runs of the game. Panthers are trying to see if they can get an interference call at first base. Brown got off the bag and started for second. He ran into Ochoa. The positioning from here, I couldn't tell if Ochoa was in the line or not. Coach Dunham is going to check that right now. So on the E5, the Panthers break through. It's 5-2. We will have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. Here comes Maddox Adams, one of the other pitchers for the Panthers. He will run for his mound buddy, Colt Brown. Here's Caleb Wood. He has a man on first and 2 outs. The Panthers trail 5-2. The second baseman was with a 341 on base percentage and a 411. Sorry, the 341 batting average and a 411 on base percentage. Here's the pitch.
Here we go.
Brea falls back. Hey, welcome back, man.
Yeah,
good to have you here.
Working on the technical stuff. So.
Yes, it happens.
Yes, sir. Hey, we want to give a big shout out to Lance as well, though. Sorry you couldn't be here.
That's right.
He had to deal with family issues, and we always
we hope that's going well. Yeah. Absolutely. So 0-1 now to Wood. Here's the pitch. That's just off the plate. Catcher Farrell had to move the glove back in toward the outside corner just a little bit. Just a bit outside.
Classic.
That's right. 1-1 count. Throw to first. Easily back in is Maddox Adams. 5 runs to the Blue Jays in the top of the first. 2 runs here in the bottom of the first for the Panthers. Brea comes home. It's inside. Count goes 2-1. We were talking with the media personnel here earlier before the game, Hank.
Yes.
With the 2 pitchers going with the sub 2 ERAs. Yeah, we've had 7 runs scored in the first 5 outs.
Yeah, that's playoffs for you, right? You get to play the better teams now, and you get to really see what your pitchers are made of. And sometimes it's a bit surprising because, I mean, they're looking at film. They know what you throw. They're looking at,
foul out of play.
They're always looking to see what are you going to do on a 3-1 count against in this situation. So they're really scouting, doing the analytics, as they would say.
That's right.
See what you would do in certain situations.
Caleb Wood, 2-2 count. On deck, Noah Rosas if the inning can continue. And Brea set the belt. Comes home. It's slapped the ball as Wood to short. He's going to have to throw him out at first. The throw is in time. Wood out by a step. But the Panthers get 2 runs back. They trail 5-2. We go to the top of the second inning. When we come back, it will be 9-1-2 for the Blue Jays on the Navarro Panther Network.
Yeah, we're going to go silent as well, only because of copyright issues dealing with the music in between. So we'll be right back. So we haven't gone anywhere, and we may put up the QR code here in the meantime.
Welcome back to Hallettsville, top of the second inning. 5-2 Blue Jays here in game one of the three-game set of the area playoffs between the Navarro Panthers and the Needville Blue Jays. First pitch from Brown. This is low. Cody Thorgard steps in for .242 batting average, a .342 on-base percentage. The right fielder hits ninth for Needville. A fastball strike. Brown going to another level, the miles per hour on that one. The velo was up. One count. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch stays inside, did not break all the way back to the inside corner. 2-1. The pitch comes home. Strike swinging. 2-2.
Wow. Nice pitch.
Stayed low in the zone there. Two count. Brown takes the glove over the head. Comes home. Ground ball to third. Right there's Hyman. He'll pick it up. Throw across the diamond. Rosas has to jump. And did he get the tag? He did on the shoulder.
Wow.
The throw was high, and Rosas able to get the right shoulder of Thurgard, who does not really argue and goes back to the dugout. So there is one away. Yeah, Hank Noah did a good job there grabbing that ball, making the tag.
Oh, yeah, and being heads up because it looked like he was going to get past him, and he reaches back and makes the tag. And good heads-up play. Knew he was already thinking about doing that before he caught the ball.
Stefano step in. He grounded out 4-3 to lead off the game.
Yeah, the mind's a funny thing. Your mind is going.
That's right. Brown gets ahead quick. 0-2 to Colton. Brown comes home. Foul out of play. Looks like he tried to throw the cutter on the inside corner. Colton with good hands fights it off to the right. Brown kicks and delivers. The all-speed pitch hit him. Never broke that far in. So after getting ahead 0-2, the hit batter will go to first. Here's Kyson Vasic. Vasic, the shortstop, walked his first at bat. He scored on the walk back in the first inning. 274 on batting average, 388 on base. Brown looking to throw the double play ball here. Craig Hyman is in at third, past the baseline, anticipating the possible bunt.
The temperature's 89, but it says it feels like it's 99 still.
That's it. Hey, the real feel has come down from 109,
yeah.
So we'll take it.
All relative.
Very much so, that relative humidity. There's a hit left side. Oh, nice play in left field. Newberg came in, had to turn, and he got it.
Yeah.
The line drive, and I'll tell you what, Gavin had me worried there for a second, but he's able to turn around and make the play.
Yeah, and that ball took a little turn in the air, so he had to hesitate just for a second to see if he was going to take a real big dive, even though it's on a line drive, and then he comes up and he makes the catch. Good job by Gavin Newberg.
And with where the sun is, I don't know how much that may have played into that, too, him spotting it. There's strike one from Brown, 0-1 count.
Well, the haze is something else here. It's even blocking out the sun.
That's right. 0-1. This is low. Count goes 1-1. Even our field mic picked up the time blue call, but that was Brown had started his motion. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Trying to hang a zero here and get the Panthers back in the dugout. Down 3. Throw to first, not in time. Vasic, sorry, that's Stevana. Colton. He was down 0-2, but he reached on being hit by a pitch. Here is the pitch. This is popped up to center. Landon Taylor is there. He covers his eyes from the sun and pitches a 10. Can't get it. Falls to his right. I'm telling you, that sun may be an issue out there, and scoring all the way from first is is Colton.
You're exactly right. I thought he had it, but it was a mile high. That ball was hit.
Extremely high ball.
If we were playing in the old Astrodome, it would have hit the rafters.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the haze, and we mentioned the sun setting kind of in that direction.
It is right in the center fielder's eyes and the left fielder as well, Newberg.
2 outs. Man on second. That's Babcock, reaches on the error. Cade Ramirez steps in, center fielder. He had a single back in the first inning. Brown comes home. Speeds that one up. Count goes 1-1. Brown every once in a while can reach back, and we've heard of 89 being hit before. Here's the pitch. Chain takes a little off that one. Ramirez thought about offering at it, but watched strike 2 go across the plate. Count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 run home here in the second for the Blue Jays. Time is called. Ramirez wants a second. Entered the game hitting .442. Set the belt. Brown kicks and comes home. Misses away on the all-speed pitch. Slider missed way off the plate. 2-2. Good block by Villanueva. Keeps the runner at first. If the inning continues, Diego Ochoa awaits. Comes home. There goes the runner. It's a ball in the inside corner. It's a stolen base for the Blue Jays. Oh, he came off the bag. He slid past it. He knows it. So the inning will end on the 2-6 putout. Babcock could not stay in touch with second base, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The Blue Jays get 1 back. It's 6-2 Blue Jays. You're listening to the Navarro Panther Network.
You're on.
Welcome back to Hallettsville, Texas. Hallettsville City Park. Panthers trail 6-2 now as they head to the bottom of the second inning to the Needville Blue Jays here in Game 1 of the area round of baseball, high school baseball playoffs. Noah Rosas will step in as first at bat of the day. Here's the pitch. It's a strike in the inside corner. Every once in a while on the screen you're going to see our QR code. That's the QR code to make a donation to the Navarro Panther Network. It helps us get new equipment, stay up to date, get better equipment, and feed our crew.
Yeah. Yeah, traveling expenses, all those things.
That's right. 1-1 count now to Noah. Here's the pitch. It's up high, 2-1. Ryan Tatum on deck, then Craig Hyman here in the bottom of the second inning. 6-2, Blue Jays lead. Noah swings through that inside fastball. A little behind the pitch. Count goes 2-2. It does appear that each pitcher may be settling in a little bit. You know, your best chance to catch good pitchers is early before they get rolling. Here's the pitch. Rosas fouls that one back on the right side.
Need base runners, I always say. You know, it's like you get base runners, you get people in position to score.
It puts pressure on the defense and gets in the head of the pitcher.
That's exactly right. Puts pressure on the pitcher especially.
Full count now.
And how you get on doesn't matter to me if it's a
Hey, like they say in Moneyball, do I care how you get on base? You do not. Just get on base.
That's right.
Full count pitch. Noah swings through the off-speed pitch. So that's 3 balls and 4 strikes as at bat for Noah. Making Abrea go to work here. That is another route if you want to get to a good pitcher. Make him throw lots of pitches as much as you can. Pitch comes home. Noah fouls it back out of play again. So we'll do the full count once again.
Yeah, he's hanging in there. Anything close.
Especially with 2 strikes, yes.
Yeah.
So far, the zone seems to be pretty fair. So you can't let that close pitch go by. Full count for the 3rd time. Strike 3. Noah let one go on the outside corner.
Yeah, it looked a little outside, and that's what Noah was hoping for, but the umpire didn't agree.
Second strikeout of the night for Brea. Here's Ryan Tatum. 408 batting average, 312 on base. So we'll check that batting average again. But definitely a 312 on base percentage. He swings with the first pitch, it's to short. Fasek's there, throws over, is dug out by Ochoa, and there's 2 away. Ochoa had to make that play off the turf.
That's a heck of a play, though, by the first baseman there. Off that turf, you sometimes don't know exactly how that ball is going to bounce, and he was able to cradle it and pull it in.
Well, this was the pros. Those first basemen can really make a lot of extra money for those infielders on those putouts. Craig Hyman steps in, the third baseman. 194 batting average, 362 on base. Trying to be the first Panther runner here in the bottom of the second. Panthers trail by 4. Ball's away.
I tell you, when the catcher from Needville, when he gets all the way down, his foot's almost in the batter's box if it isn't already. Yeah. I know that's just something I noticed that I don't normally see. It could be catcher's interference if it is in the box and the the batter is trying to make a swing or move.
His positioning, if it was just strictly a catcher's box, would be at the very front of the catcher's box.
Right.
So,
interesting.
If you're smart with the bat, catcher's interference maybe. Here's the pitch. Just strike in the inside corner, 2-1. If the inning continues, Austin Davidson's on deck. He walked back in the first. Brea comes home. Foul to the fencing. Count goes 2-2. 6 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Blue Jays. 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error for the Panthers. Blue Jays came out swinging in the first. 2-run RBI single and a 2-run home run. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Brea comes home. Misses low. The off-speed pitch did not stay up long enough before it broke. Hyman with a deep breath. Swings the bat above his right shoulder. Pitch comes home, and he hits this to first. Ochoa's there, picks it up, tells the pitcher, I've got it, touches the bag, and the inning is over. Panthers, no runs here in the second. We go to the third. Panthers trail 6-2. This is Navarro Panther Network. Top of the third inning, the Blue Jays in front of the Panthers. The game 1 of the area round. 2 pitchers with sub-2 ERAs, but we have scored 8 runs here in the first 2 innings. The unfortunate fact for the Panthers is 6 of those belong to the Blue Jays. Cade Ramirez steps in, the center fielder. He's followed by Diego Ochoa and Albie Alperea. First pitch is high in the infield. Noah Rosas comes in. He's there and makes the play. Smartly calls everyone else off. I know the college I coached at many times. The pitcher does not catch pop-ups.
Right,
That's for the
right.
infielders to catch. There's a
Yeah.
reason you're a pitcher. So one away. Diego Ochoa, first baseman, had a 2 RBI single in the first. After the balk, that made it 3-0. The right-handed first baseman. That ball is foul. The catcher, pitcher. The coach for the Blue Jays with a nice stab outside the third base coach of the box. 0-1. Panthers go Hyman, Davidson, Wood, Rosas, third to first. Just off the outside corner. Perhaps Villanueva held it there for just a second. 1-1 count. Brown takes the glove over the head, comes home, and this ball is hit high to left. Newberg is there, turns to his right, now turns back to his left, trots a little to the wall, makes the play.
Yeah, right there is a perfect example of seeing, with the sun you were talking about earlier, the haze. When I looked up and watched the ball, I know we're behind the netting, but still, it's hard to follow the ball once it hits up there because it blends right in with the sky. It's really,
it's almost a good thing we don't have any clouds to go with it. You could lose it completely. I mean
it's crazy.
Rough.
Yeah.
Brown stares over the glove. 2 outs, comes home. Misses low, ball 1. Albie Brea, the pitcher, he popped out to third base his first at bat. 2 away here, in the top of the third. Misses inside. 310 down the line here in Hallettsville. In left and in right. 363 to dead center, but a very high wall. 2-0 count goes for a strike. If Brea can keep the inning going, Drew McCray's on deck. Brown digs in the glove before comes home. That inside pitch, Villanueva sticks it, but it stays inside. 3-1 now to Brea. Brown reaches back, kind of stretches his back. A little disgust there probably. 3-1 pitch. There's the fastball, outside corner at the knees for a strike. Panthers trying to hang a 0 for the first time tonight. Strike 3, outside corner. There we go. Both of these pitchers have seemed to have calmed down since that first inning where they each gave up runs, but the Blue Jays have a 6-2 advantage here as we head to the bottom of the third inning. For the Panthers in that inning, it will be Davidson, Newberg, and Landon, 1, 2, and 3, all along the Navarro Panther Network. Back to the top of the order here in the bottom of the third inning for the Panthers. Davidson, Newberg, and Taylor. If they keep it going, Villarreal and Brown will bat also. They trail 6-2 here. 5 runs in the first for the Blue Jays, 1 run in the second, and 2 runs for the Panthers in the first. Brea comes home starts his third inning of work with strike one. Davidson swings through it. Davidson reached on a walk in the first inning. He came around and scored. The pitch outside, the off-speed breaking pitch stays off the plate. Brea keeps the glove at the belt and comes home. Davidson fouls this out of play. Since the runs have scored, Abrea has retired 5 of the 6 batters he's faced. One of them reached on an error. We'll get to Brown on the other side in just a second. Brea has Davidson swinging at a curveball out of play.
Oh, that wind's a breath of fresh air.
Finally,
right
I
now,
know.
yeah.
Knocking our papers off here, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's showing about 4 to 5 miles an hour on our weather
Hey, we'll
information that's listed down in the left corner.
wouldn't mind if that doubled here. Here's the pitch. Speaking of doubles, this is popped up to right field.
Ooh.
Falling fast down the line. The right fielder's still running. Second base was there, and looks like someone made the play. The right fielder did.
Yeah, it did.
That's
A little
Thogard.
collision there.
Thogard and Zwar on the play, and Thogard hangs on to it. Both of them, Hank, that's a tough one to ever call.
Yeah.
Because both of those guys know, I don't know if I want to get this, so you don't call it.
Right. And
So you just kind of take it sometimes.
yeah, it's in no man's land. And like you said, the ball was dying quickly. The air is heavy, and so somebody's got to get to it quickly.
Here's Newborg. Off-speed pitch is high. Let's go back to Brown real quick. Since the run scored, he has pitched 2 1/3 innings, has 2 strikeouts, and no hits. One man reached on a hit batter. That's hit well to left field. If it gets over the head of Stravek, it will be a double, but, that's not going to happen. Colton's there.
Yeah, for no reason for the outfielders to really play up either, unless they had scouting reports otherwise. But the left fielder was pretty far back there already, so he didn't have to go but jog a couple of feet to get back there.
And you mentioned the ball dying. That came off the bat really hard, but by the time I got out there, Colton's like, I haven't had to move much.
Well, you got a headwind right now, right at the batter.
Landon Taylor steps in with 2 outs. Looks at ball 1 low.
Yeah.
Taylor reached on a fielder's choice his first at bat. He scored on an error.
On Taylor, yeah, definitely that was low.
Yes, it is. Here's the pitch. Foul back to the screen. Yes, let's face it. On Landon Taylor, if it's a high pitch, it is a high pitch.
And when you get a chance, I don't know if you've mentioned it, but you had some other information to give us about that balk that occurred earlier.
Yes, we'll get there here. Probably next inning when Brown takes that mound. 2-1.
Yeah.
Well, we got a second here, and the ball's out of play. So Brown got called for a balk in the first inning. It was very unclear what the call was and why. Yeah. Turns out the positioning of the foot made the umpire believe he was in the windup and not the stretch. And due to that interpretation, it's a balk. Strike on the outside corner, 2-2. So if his foot position had been what the umpire had thought it was, he would have been okay. But his foot was parallel to the rubber. And Landon hits this hard to right. Into the gap, but dying. The center fielder is there and makes the play. Ramirez comes all the way over from right into right center, and 3 pop-outs later, the bottom of the third is over. We go to the top of the 4th inning. After 7 runs to score in the first, we've had 1 run scored since, and the Panthers trail 6-2. We head to the top of the 4th inning right after this on the Navarro Panther Network. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Panthers trail 6-2. Blue Jays with 5 runs in the first, 1 run in the second. Panthers with 2 in the first, and that's been our scoring so far today. Drew McCray steps in, the 7-hole hitter for the Blue Jays. He had the 2-run home run in the first that made it 5-0. Entered the day with a 279 batting average, 355 on base. The announcer here announced the wrong hitter and had me confused there for a second.
Yeah.
My 47-year-old eyes held up. I was correct. I was in the correct spot. Ball 1.
I was going to say, it's pretty hard to confuse you.
Oh, it just depends on the day, sir. And what time of day it is. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Diving is Hyman. He can't get it. It's a fair ball. Into the corner around first. He will stop. Nice play by Hyman to cut that one off, and a good throw into second. Had McCray gone, we would have had a really good play at second, but he stays at first, and the Blue Jays have a leadoff hitter on here in the 4th. Here's Bronze Farrell, the catcher. He struck out swinging in the first inning, ended that 5-run inning for the Blue Jays. 242 batting average, 407 on base when the day began. Brown comes home. Misses low in the dirt. Nice block by Villarreal. Keeps the ball in front of him. Keeps the runner at first. Cody Thogard, the 9-hole hitter, awaits on deck. Panthers at double play depth for a quick 2-ball. Brown comes home. Misses low. He's throwing low in the zone, trying to create that, but misses just low again, 2-0. So we mentioned Brown with that balk in the first inning. We'll talk about that more in a second. Comes home, 3-0. So his position of the foot was parallel to the rubber. And that indicates to the umpire, I'm out of the stretch. But he actually pitched out of the windup. Thus, the balk was called.
Interesting.
That is not a frequent balk call.
No.
3-0 count, man on first. Brown gets a strike. Middle of the zone. Farrell waits for that one.
Yeah, that 30 count, we didn't expect a swing on that one, but we expected Brown to get the strike.
Absolutely. 3-1. Popped him up in the infield. This is really high. Let's see what happens here again. Wood has it called behind second. He's there and makes the play. Retreating to first is McCray. McCray way off first base on that kind of a pop-up.
Yeah, I was really surprised he got that far out. McCray did, and I don't think any of his coaches instructed him to get that.
No, the coach was really quick back over there to talk about that. Now, I know we're having some trouble with the haze in the outfield, but I don't have that much confidence as far off as he was. Cody Thogard, the 9-hole hitter, swings the first pitch, fouls that out of play. Double play could end the inning. Panthers go Newborg, Taylor, and Tatum, left center to right. Third to first, Hyman, Davidson, Wood, Rosas. Villarreal behind the plate. 0-1 pitch. Strike. That's the slider we like to see. Breaks off the plate, kind of goes 0-2. So if I follow Brown and what he usually does here, that was way off the plate for the slider. I would imagine this next pitch is going to be much higher in the zone and probably a little harder.
Hey, don't give it away. We're live.
That's right. Unless they're illegally watching us in the dugout. Here's the pitch. Fastball, high in the zone, foul out of play.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if they didn't already kind of see
that would really be pushing the analytics, Hank.
Yeah.
Count stays 0-2. Set the belt. Brown comes home. Misses way high.
Well, he was trying to stay high on that one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Not inside.
Up there 0-2. I mean, I don't have a problem with the high pitch out of the zone. Maybe too much out of the zone there. Make the guy go fishing. 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. That's that slider we saw in the second pitch of the at-bat. And now there's 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Now batting the left fielder, number 9, Colton Stavanoa.
Colton Stavanoa steps in. He reached on being hit by a pitch in the second, grounded out 4-3 to start the game.
Yeah, those hit by pitches really came back to bite us.
And he scored, that's right. Villarreal keeps that ball in the AstroTurf dirt. Does not allow McCray to move up. McCray singled to lead off the inning, but has been stuck at first so far. Brown steps off the mound, wipes the sweat off his forehead. Rightfully so. We started the game at 90 degrees. One app said 109 on the real feel. Another one had it at 100. Here's the pitch. This is up high. 2-0. If the inning continues, Kyson Vasek's on deck.
We're down to 95 now as far as what it feels like.
He indexed at 95. Yeah. That's a 14-degree drop from that one app. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike in the inside corner. Breaks back in. 2 balls, 1 strike. McCray still at first with a very small lead. He's not even on the cut of the grass. Strike on the outside corner.
Nice.
Same pitch, threw that one further out of the zone. Count goes 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Panthers trail by 4. Brown trying to get the Panthers back in the dugout. Here's the pitch. That's the same pitch.
Yeah.
Got him to go fish again. Good call by Villarreal. Hey, why are they throwing down the fire? Oh, because the ball got away. Okay, let's say we got 3 outs there, guys.
Yeah.
Let's go to the dugout.
But it was occupied, so.
It was occupied.
Yeah.
With 2 outs, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's right.
So 3 outs there for the Panthers. Brown, since the runs have scored, has pitched 2 2/3, has 3 strikeouts. It's time for the bats to wake up. Panthers trail 6-2. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're listening to the Navarro and watching the Navarro Panther Network.
Woohoo.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Panthers trail by 4, 6-2. Blue Jays right now, 6 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Panthers 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error in this game. This is game 1 of the area round, best of 3 series. Panthers.
Yeah, they gotta generate some runs, that's for sure.
And we'll try to do it with Villarreal, Brown, and Wood, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Priya comes home, and with the check swing.
No,
I'm about to say, if they call that a strike, I guess our New York version would be Austin. We might want to have that checked on. 1-0 pitch. And that time, swinging through that one is Villarreal. Fastball high in the zone, looked good. 1-1 count. The pitch. Strike. 1-2 now. Villarreal's going to have to go to work down at 1-2 in the count.
Yeah, they got to do a lot of work here. I mean, grind it out here.
Colt Brown on deck. Pitch comes home. Fouled. Back to the screen.
Yeah, make the pitcher work too. Don't
Well, that's,
don't swing on first pitch, things like that that you're going to have to start.
That's really what you're going to have to do against these pitchers that have now settled in. Try to go deep in counts, make them work, make them make a mistake. There's an all-speed pitch that Villarreal does a good job of keeping the hands back and fouling it off. 1 ball, 4 strikes. Perea out of the windup. Low in the zone, ground ball to third. Babcock bobbles it. He's going to have to hurry this to first. And he is called out. Ochoa makes the play. And Ochoa gets hit by Villarreal as he runs down there. Ochoa had to reach for that in the baseline. And so the runner has the right to the baseline in that situation.
Yeah, and he's running to the outside part of the bag, and that's
which
where
is
he has to-
appropriate. That's right.
They have a little line there that where the base runner should go on that
Yes,
right
do.
side of the foul line, as you see, and that's where the runner was at.
And that's why they have the rules that
Yeah,
way, because
yes,
everyone
sir.
did what they're supposed to do.
Right.
That's how baseball goes. So Colt Brown steps in, the pitcher for the Panthers, reached on an error his first at bat. That's back in the first. 410 batting average as the game began. 505 on base percentage. Aprea comes home. Ball one, misses a little low, man. Not a bad spot at all from Aprea. 1-0 pitch. Inside.
Wow,
Backs
man.
Brown up a little bit and does not break enough back to the plate. 2 balls, no outs, no balls. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Brown swings at this one. It's a hit short. Right there is Vacok. He throws over. The tag is made on Brown. Brown tried to get out of the way and had to go way out to do it. So the 6-3 put out is the second out of the inning for the Blue Jays. Aprea appears to have hit a pretty good rhythm. He's retired. There's 6, 8, 9 Panthers in a row. Here's Caleb Wood,
man.
second
Got him.
baseman, hitting .341.
It's a streak we got to break if you're a Panther fan.
Right here. Come on, Caleb Wood. Strike the inside corner. Low at the knees. Wood with the tall build, so that's definitely a strike at the knees. Grounded out 6-3 his first at bat. Aprea comes home. This is out. 1-1 count. Aprea comes home. This ball is hit well, left center field.
Is it the
And
cap?
all the right is into it is the center fielder. He can't pick it up. It will go all the way into deep left center, off the hand of the center fielder Ramirez. And into second with 2 outs is Caleb Wood. There's the streak of 9 in a row, stopped with a double here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. There we go, and so now 180 feet from scoring is Caleb Wood. Noah Rosas will step in at .294 batting average. 375 on base, struck out looking his first at bat, and has a chance to cut the lead in half here with a single. Caleb Wood with good speed at second, and has a pretty good lead off second right now. Aprea will step off. His foot is parallel with the rubber, and he's out of the stretch. 2 outs. Noah swings with the first pitch and kind of has to golf this one foul.
Yeah, the ball had some movement on it.
If the inning continues, Ryan Tatum is on deck. Oh, 1 count. Aprea checks the runner. Kicks and comes home. It's high. 1-1 now. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Man on second. And the very slow, deliberate inside move from Aprea will put Wood back on second.
Almost like a pirouette there.
It was.
Yeah, nice.
Slow motion pirouette.
Yeah,
You kind of turn there and go, you know, I don't have a shot, but I can't stop my
yeah.
motion.
He's already going.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Pitch is low, 2-1. Wood with good speed at second. Could score on a single. Panthers trail 6-2 here in the bottom of the inning. That's a little quicker move. Try to get Wood sleeping. Wood very calmly dives back into second. Adjusts his belt to get the AstroTurf pebbles out of his pants.
Those little rubber pellets.
That's right. 2-1. 3-1
Good
now. DeRosas. Count advantage for Noah here. He'll be swinging at the pitch he wants. Now, if you're the Blue Jays, you have a base open. You have 2 outs. On deck is Ryan Tatum with a 119 batting average. Checks the runner at second. Comes home. Noah swings, fouls this away. Count goes full.
Yeah, that's one of those that you want back. You know, you're like,
Yeah, that's a fastball that's about letter high.
Yeah.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Perea takes a long look into the catcher to get his signal. Selects the pitch and comes home. Full count. Noah swings, foul.
That should be an
and got his glove.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's catcher's interference.
Yeah.
It is. Noah is going to come down to first, and Mr. Dieter, you kind of had that called earlier in the game, how close the catcher Farrell sets to the hitter, and that time it backfired.
Yeah, and with that left foot also is right behind right behind the line, and normally that's the batter's box, and he's up front and his leg's all the way out, but he's reaching out with that glove, and it was just a matter of time.
And not just that, Noah has that stance where he will set in the
back.
very back of the batter's box. His cleat is on that back line, so you had that combination there, and what's the thing about close only counts and hand grenades and dancing, right? Well, that time it counted with the batters and the catchers.
And the horseshoes, too.
And the horseshoes, there we go. Don't forget that. The 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Panthers threatening. They have a man on second with 2 outs. The catcher's interference puts Noah at first. And so here's Ryan Tatum with the, let's double check that again if I had that batting average correct. 119 batting average. 312 on base, so Tatum is patient. He can draw some walks. If he can continue the inning, Craig Hyman is on deck. And if we go further than that, we're back to the top of the order. So a little break for a Bray out there. We've cleaned off the rubber. Coming back to the catcher's box is Farrell. And the Blue Jays are going to look to maintain the 4-run lead here. The Panthers just trying to cut the lead in half. They trail by 4.
Base hit right now, be big.
Actually, if you get from your 8-hole here.
Yeah.
Tatum grounded out his first at bat, 6-3. Here's the pitch. Watch the strike one on the inside corner. Tatum swings the bat above his right shoulder. And Brea sets at the belt. We'll throw to second. Back in is Wood. Hank, if they're really trying to get that out, there has to be a little more quickness on that move.
Oh, yeah.
0-1. Long look from Abrea. Sets at the belt. Checks the runner for the second time. Comes home. Strike. 0-2 now to Tatum.
I think Tatum was looking for that one to be a little high, and it dropped.
Started out above the letters, came in. 0-2, 2 outs, 2 Panthers on. Abrea checks the runner. The second baseman clears. Tatum hits this and it's caught. Abrea catches it. Hits the ball hard, but look what I found in my glove, a reaction play, and the inning is over. We head to the top of the 5th inning. The Panthers' threat falls short. They trail 6-2. We're back after this on the Navarro Panther Network. Top of the 5th inning, Caleb Brown takes Craig Hyman's gold towel, wipes his face off. We've cooled a little bit since the game began. According to the WeatherMate app, we started with a 109 real feel and 90 degrees. It now feels like 105 and 88. Here's the pitch. Hit well to left field. Newberg is there, trails back just a little, makes the play. There's one away, 1 pitch, 1 out. In the top of the 5th inning, that was Vasek who flew out. Here's Camden Babcock, the third baseman. For the Blue Jays, he got hit by a pitch and reached. He reached on an error in the 2nd. Entered today with a 390 batting average. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. The off-speed pitch breaks back over the plate.
Well, our weather bug says the heat index on our screen says 96.
I'll take that over 105.
I really think it's dropped quite a bit here.
Regardless, it is steamy.
Right. Hey, we're at
steamy, hazy,
over.
hot, humid.
Yeah.
Hot, humid, hazy days of summer already in May.
These are the days you're like, oh man, I need some wind.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That ball misses low, 2-1. Cade Ramirez on deck. He'll bat 3rd this inning. And that's up high, 3-1.
Yeah, when that wind stops, that flag is not moving at all.
Right now, it's not going anywhere.
And that heat and the sweat runs down your hands, especially out for the pitcher. That could be crucial.
3-1 pitch into the deep hole. This is going to be a tough play for Wood. The throw is late. That would have been very hard for Davidson to make that play no matter what happens. Slow roller in the hole.
Yeah.
So the infield hit for Babcock. And Cade Ramirez will step in. 442 batting average when the game began. 527 on base. He he singled and scored back in the 1st inning. And was out 3 unassisted in the 3rd. Brown's a strike in the inside corner about letter high. Panthers with a double play ball within the inning. Panthers have not given up a run since the 2nd. This is hit well in the left center field gap. I may have spoke too soon. Landon Taylor dives and can't get it. All the way to the wall. Next time I'll be quiet. Babcock will score. And into 3rd goes Ramirez with a base clearing triple. RBI triple for Ramirez, scores Babcock. It's now 7-2. Time called. Assistant coach, pitching coach, Caleb Morelli goes to the mound. Talk to Caleb Brown. Brown got the win his last time out against Fredericksburg in a 3-1 affair. So far, the Blue Jays with their 7 runs in the 1st, 1 run in the 2nd, and 1 run in the 5th. Controlling this game 7-2 with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. I would imagine this conversation, Mr. Dieter, is more about let's just calm down, wipe a little sweat off here.
Yeah, calm down and,
take your breath.
That was the first hit since the 2nd inning. So Brown's been holding his own against the Blue Jays, but that one when bases are on, and that's what we talked about. You can generate runs when you got base runners.
Timely hitting.
Yep, and timely hitting, obviously, the combination of the two.
This pitch just popped up. It's hit well, actually, further than I thought in the center. Landon Taylor still going back. It's off the wall. Landon bounces off the wall himself. In to score is Ramirez. Going into 3rd with the triple is Ochoa, and it's back-to-back triples for the Blue Jays, and running out to center field is head coach Dunham.
That's metal that's out there for the wall. So, and you heard it all the way in when Landon Taylor went against the wall to get that ball.
Really good hustle there. While we have a second, let's kind of talk here about our QR code that we see that usually pop up there every now and then. So whether you're listening in Needville or back in Seguin, back in Navarro land, that's our QR code for our Panther Broadcast Club. This is how we kind of get new equipment and tack on to what we have. We appreciate the Panther Posse for getting us started with this a couple years ago and in our 2nd year of broadcasting. Our students run the cameras. We got Mia here tonight. Beatrice Wells, our sponsor here. She's at the controls. She doesn't even have her headset on to listen to the broadcast.
Yeah.
But I guess she can probably hear us anyway, Hank. I don't know
Yeah,
how quiet we are.
And she's
you know?
monitoring with her phone.
That's right.
So that's awesome. But this is a big deal. If you have an opportunity to get to the link, donate whatever you can, 10, 20, 50, 100. We've even had $500 donation in the past. Amazing. So we like to thank those that have already donated and those that are about to donate.
In addition to that, let's talk about some of the things going on. If you are at Shrek right now watching us, you need to put your phone down because Shrek is underway, and that is taking place at Donkey. Yes. Right now at the Navarro Cafetorium, if you will. Our theater department's putting that on. If you can't be there tonight, tomorrow night, I know we got baseball going on at 7 in LaGrange, but Shrek is going on at 7 o'clock there in the cafeteria, and then Saturday matinee at 2 and another show at 7. So while they tend to some issues on the field, we're going to take a break here on the Navarro Panther Network. We'll come back in a minute. Panthers trail 8-2. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Colt Brown will take some warm-up pitches as Landon Taylor does walk off the field here in the top of the 5th inning. Let's kind of recap the scoring for you here in Game 1 of this area playoff. Blue Jays scored 5 runs in the first. They've scored 1 run in the second and have scored 2 runs here in the 5th inning. They currently have an 8-2 lead over the Panthers, who scored 2 runs in the first inning. And as soon as we get a good look at who's in center field, we will update you on that switch for the Panthers.
Now batting for the Blue Jays, the pitcher, number 10, Albie Apria.
Albie Apria stepped in. He's the pitcher for the Blue Jays. Brown kicks and comes home. The infield is in, trying to cut off the run. That ball's foul back. At third is Ochoa. He had a RBI triple. That was preceded by Cade Ramirez and his RBI triple. He was preceded by Camden Babcock, who had a single. He scored on the first RBI triple. Here's the pitch. It's up high. 2-0. Infield resets. And they're trying to cut off this run, trying to keep it just to a 6-run lead. Fouled back is that pitch by Brea. 2 balls and 1 strike. Drew McCray on deck. Hank, you got a number on that guy in center field, I think.
Yeah, I think he's number 11 that came out, and there's a correction on the count 1 and 2 now. Did he go?
And that gets away.
Yep.
He swung, but the run scores. Down to first is the play. So that's an interesting put out there.
Yes.
So the run scores on the what is a strikeout and E2, but the runner going to first is out 2 to 1 to 3 as the ball ricochets off the 3 cinder block high facing here that's behind home plate.
And that was a half swing, you know, but it did go enough to where the umpire pointed towards first.
Missing a little inside was Brown's first pitch, who got close to the hitting McCray. McCray, after that, had a long look out at first, a long look out the pitcher.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. Inside, breaking, back to the inside corner. Count goes 1-1. McCray had a 2-run home run in the first and singled to lead off the fourth. Oh, that got him. McCray throws the bat away. Still takes a long look at Brown.
Is that second hit pitch?
That is
McCray itself?
No, McCray had the home run and the walk.
That's what it was.
The other hit batter was Babcock back in the first inning. And Colton, leadoff hitter in the second.
Yeah, I was trying to clarify that, so
Sure.
Thank you for that clarification.
Glad to help, Hank.
Yeah. Now we got to get some outs and we got to get some runs.
Get back in the dugout here.
Yeah, let's go.
Man on first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Brown.
So let's get off the field.
Strike 1 on the foul ball. Farrell so far on the day, the catcher, 0 for 2. Strikeout in the first. Popped out to second in the fourth. Comes home as Brown. Inside corner for a strike. Count goes 0-2, way ahead there. Farrell entered the day with a .242 batting average. 407 on base. Comes home. Ground ball. Kind of slapped to second. Oh, it falls away from Davidson, and everyone is safe. You know, I don't know if Davidson had to kind of look at that and had to figure out where do I want to go with this ball.
Yeah, I think he was going to go to second all the way and started looking down towards second and the runner and didn't
complete the motion, yeah. With 2 outs, the Blue Jays have a runner on second and on first. The inning should be over. Any run scored after this point will be unearned for Brown. Here's Thogard. The right fielder grounded out 5-3 in the second, struck out in the fourth. Big lead at second for McCray. Here's the pitch. Foul, out of play on the right side. If the inning continues, Colton Staviana will come to play. The leadoff hitter for the Blue Jays will be his 4th at bat of the night. Regardless, he will have that 4th at bat, whether it's this inning or the next. Brown comes home. There's a strike. Way ahead in the count, 0-2. McCray on second. Farrell on first with 2 outs. 3 runs home for the Blue Jays this inning. That misses just a little low in the dirt. The throw to third is in time. Wow. McCray thought he could take that on the pitch that got away from Villarreal, but Villarreal says no with the strike. So he throws the third.
Wow. And the beautiful part about that is that, you know, when you're looking down the field, I mean, it's going right towards third base. And
it was heading that direction.
Yeah. Good job, though, by our catcher.
So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 man left on base in that inning, and 1 error for the Panthers. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Panthers trail by 7. They need some runs. We're back after this on the Navarro Panther Network. 9-1-2 for the Panthers as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. They trailed 9-2. That'll be Hyman, Davidson, and Newberg as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. I want to say thank you to all the voters last Saturday. All 3 propositions in the Navarro Bond passed.
Awesome. Yeah.
So an elementary and athletic complex for football and locker rooms, and a baseball, softball field, and concession stand, tennis courts. Open up many opportunities for all those incoming students to Navarro. Supposed to be 6,000 students here about 8 to 10 years, Hank. It's a lot of kids coming in. 1-0 count. Now 1-1. That fastball was up above the letters, and Hyman offered at it.
As a side note, hopefully with the Navarro Broadcasting Club and getting the stadium, getting them used to using cameras and the equipment,
Hyman fouls that out of play.
Will help us, develop these students as well, and getting out there and getting those things done, and hopefully we'll have a spot for them.
We know that some of our kids in the broadcast club have already gone on to do side jobs with cameras and computers, and we're giving a real-world experience. 1-2 pitch. Hyman watches the off-speed pitch stay away. Aprea on for his 5th inning of work here. So far, he's only given up 2 runs on 2 hits to the Panthers. And 1 free pass. That was the first batter of the game. Aprea comes home. This ball's hit well to right. This may fall short. It is. Base hit.
All right.
Falls in front of Thorgård in right field. So Hyman will add to that 194 batting average he started the day with. Hey, that might get him above the Mendoza line. So here's Austin Davidson with a man on first here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The shortstop walked. He has the only free pass from Aprea this game. Walked in the 1st, flew out to right in the 3rd. Pitch comes home. Hit foul. Davidson trying to take that the other way. 0-1. For the Blue Jays, they go Stafiana, Ramirez, and Thorgård, left center to right. Babcock, Vasic, Zwar, and Ochoa, 3rd to 1st. Farrell handling the duties behind the plate. Looks back over at the Blue Jays dugout. All 4 coaches for the Blue Jays are sitting outside the dugout on the chairs. So Aprea out of the stretch, man on first, nobody out. Comes home. Popped up in the infield. This is like on top of the pitcher's mound. Aprea calls for it, but he's not supposed to do that. You're the pitcher.
Right.
And Babcock's there. He makes the play, calls the pitcher off, one away, and he catches the ball right on the mound. Well, there's 1 out.
Now batting the left fielder, number 16, Gavin Newborg.
Gavin Newborg steps in, 408 batting average when the day started. He's above that now. He singled in the 1st. He popped out in the 3rd. And with 1 away, the Panthers will try to stay out of the double play here. Greg Hyman led off the inning with a single. That pitch is out. Not a bad first pitch in the all-speed pitch that broke away from the zone. Catcher Farrell able to stick that spot pretty well. 1-0 pitch. That one's a strike on the inside corner. You know, Mr. Dieter, I don't know if the first pitch, which pitch was better, but he convinced the umpire one of them was a strike.
All right. It would look the same to me.
1-1 pitch. Foul out of play. So 1-2 now to Newborg. He'll have to go to work. On deck, number 10 for the Panthers. That's Wilkinson. He will have taken the place of Landon Taylor. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Panthers trail by 7. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Sets the belt to Aprea. Comes home. Misses low. Full count now, and with 1 out, not a bad count if head coach Justin Dunham wants to start the runner over at first. That's Craig Hyman. And just try to stay out of the double play.
And you put a hit and run on with a...
Good count for it. And it's a ground ball to 3rd. It's slow. So Babcock will look at second and will throw to first. He gets the out. Moving up to second is Hyman, and with 2 outs, following the 5-3 put out, here is Aaron Wilkinson. Sorry, Ashton Wilkinson. He'll step in. He'll take the place of Landon Taylor. So Wilkinson, who hit 9th the other day for the Panthers in game 1 against Fredericksburg. And we're going to have a quick discussion here. I believe Coach Dunham is checking in his new hitter. So Craig Hyman's on second. He led off with that single to start this inning. He advanced to second on the 5-3 put out by Newborg. So if Wilkinson can find some grass in the outfield, the Panthers will be looking for their 3rd run. Paya steps off. So think about this next pitch. Paya very deliberate on the mound. Takes his time. Sets at the belt. Big lead for Hyman at second. This is popped up in the infield. It may make it out of play. It barely does. Just barely getting over the netting near the Navarro dugout. So strike 1 on Wilkinson.
Thank goodness for covered bleachers.
Yes, that would have hurt.
Yes, sir. As high as the ball has been hit today, it's amazing.
You are right. We are seeing some really high pitches. That means the hitters are getting some decent, aluminum on the ball.
All right.
But the pitchers are being effective enough, they just can't barrel it up. 0-1. Throw to second. Hyman, I'm not sure he knew where that was because he really needed to slide on that. Had that been caught, he could have been out. Still an 0-1 count to Wilkinson. One 0 pitch. Strike 2. Wilkinson swung through the fastball on the outside half of the plate. 2 strikes. Panthers in the home whites. Panthers across the chest. Number 10, Wilkinson waves the bat above his shoulder. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, kind of nubbed to first. Ochoa's there. He runs to first. He's there, makes the play. And the inning is over. Another Navarro threat is left standing on second. 5 complete here in Hallettsville. Panthers trail 9-2. We'll look to hang another 0 as we head to the top of the 6th. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Blue Jays. We're back after this on the Navarro Panther Network. On to the top of the 6th inning. Panthers trail 9-2 to the Needville Blue Jays here in game 1 of this 3-game area round series. Ryan Tatum comes to the mound now for the Panthers. Seen him in relief action this season. He pitched in relief in the Fredericksburg game where the Panthers trailed 10-0.
Number 1, Ryan Tatum.
Panthers, of course, won that series, winning the first game 3-1, the second and the third game of the series 4-3. This pitch is fouled real quick out of play. This is Thorgard, the right fielder. 2:42 when the day began. He has grounded out to third and struck out swinging in the fourth. Here comes Tatum. This ball's hit well left center field. Oh, but right there, reaching up. That wasn't as well as I thought because Davidson had a beat on that the whole way, and there's one away.
Yeah, I thought it was going to loop over his head, and it didn't quite get there. You talk about dead air, man.
Right, dead air, but Davidson very nonchalantly made that play. Like, guys,
I got this.
Yeah, what are you worried about here? One away here in the top of the sixth. Tatum throws the first curveball of the game for him and misses low. Stepvinia steps in. He grounded out 4-3, was hit by a pitch and scored in the second, and fouls that one off his feet. Struck out in the fourth also. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike now. Don't forget tomorrow, game 2, that's in LaGrange. That will start at 7 p.m. We start tonight at 6. Give you an extra hour on the Friday to get out here.
I need it.
Tatum comes home. That ball is foul. Yeah, these 6 o'clock games, we're trying to get out of school and work and stuff like that. Mia was glad to get out of school when she did. I'll tell you that. She was ready to jump out of those classes. Of course, it's late May. 1-2 pitch. This ball's hit well to right. Tatum, that's not Tatum anymore. That's Hyman. Hyman kind of does like Davidson. Hey, got this, guys, and there's 2 away. Kason Vasic will step in. Vasic with a 274 batting average when the day started. Reached on a walk, the left-handed hitter did in the first inning. Flew out to left twice his next 2 at-bats. Pitch is high, ball 1. The bat of choice for Needville, we've seen this a lot tonight, is the pencil-looking bat. Has the eraser at the top. And misses outside. Nice off-speed pitch just off the plate there from Tatum. Panthers like to use that bat and erase a few runs from the board right now. 2-0 pitch. Foul to play now, 2-1. Panthers trail 9-2 here in the top of the 6th inning. Tatum comes home. That's inside corner.
Nice pitch.
Yeah, 1-2. That fastball stays on the inside corner, comes toward the letters of Vasic. Tatum comes home. There's the curveball. It is misses just off the plate. Man, Villarreal had that ball stuck there. And what he was trying to convince the umpire was the strike zone. Full count now, 2 outs. Tatum comes home. Ground ball foul. It'll be the first base's coach turn to make a play. He does successfully. Gets the ball back to Tatum. So we'll do the full count pitch again. Tatum set, says yes to the pitch. Here's the payoff pitch. It is hit back up the middle, base hit. Saw the curveball one too many times. Had a good read on that one. And that's the first hit of the night for Vasic. Here's Camden Babcock, third baseman for the Blue Jays. Hit by a pitch in the first. He reached on an error in the second and reached on a single in the fifth. He scored in the first, scored in the fifth. The right-handed hitter steps in. Tatum checks the runner at first for a second time, comes home, misses high and away, ball 1. If the inning continues, Cade Ramirez is on deck. He's done some damage today. Has a single and a triple. This ball's hit kind of short to Brown. To Harper. Brown over to first. Nice throw from Brown, even though he's thrown quite a few pitches on the mound today, and the inning is over. So we played 5.5 now from Hallettsville. The Panthers trailed 9-2. They need to get something on the board to make this comeback very possible. We're back after this on the Navarro Panther Network.
Villanueva.
Matt Villanueva will step in for the Panthers. 0 for 2 on the day as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Panthers down by 9. Apria back to the mound for the Blue Jays. He'll come home. That was a big swing from Matt. Trying to put another run on the board there with one swing. Panthers scored 2 in the first, and that's been it. Apria has kept the Panthers at bay. It's 0-1. It's a strike, 0-2. Villarreal, Brown, and Wood this inning for the Panthers. We're back tomorrow night on the Navarro Panther Network. That will be a 7 p.m. first pitch in Game 2 of this series. 0-2 misses high. That game is at LaGrange. And if there's a Game 3, we're back here in Hallettsville on Saturday at 2 o'clock. Off-speed pitch misses outside. Count goes 2-2. Brea comes home. Strike 3 swinging. Threw the fastball away goes Villarreal. He's 0 for 3 now on the night. He has 2 strikeouts. Here's Colt Brown. 0 for 2 on the night himself. Reached on an error in the first. Grounded out 6-3 in the fourth. Started the day with a .410 batting average. 5 on 5 on base. Both have dropped just a little. 1 out. Brea comes home. Brown hits this ball hard. Deep in the left center field gap. This has got to the wall and more. Bounces off the wall. Brown around first. He will go into second with a stand-up double. He slides needlessly. Slams his foot on the bag at second. And the Panthers have a man in scoring position with 1 out. Boy, he hit that one hard, Hank.
Oh, man, I was hoping to go a little farther.
Hit a rope out there. Here's Caleb Wood. Wood steps in. He doubled for the Panthers back in the 4th inning. Grounded out 6-3. Back in the first. Ended the 1st inning where the Panthers scored 2 runs.
Oh,
And that throw gets away. Tried to pick off Brown at second unsuccessfully.
good backup, though.
And I don't want to jabber about that for a second. It's 9-2, Mr. Hank.
Mm-hmm.
Go after the hitter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and as base runners, you might have to take a few chances.
A little low? Yeah, and I see your point there, too. You know, Brown's getting a good lead there. You know, get off the base a little bit, score if you can. All right, while we have a second here and we have a conference on the mound, we'll put that QR code back up there for our broadcast clubs, our way of kind of raising some money for these guys. We like to keep them fed when we hit the road and at home and work our cameras and upgrade our cameras and our SD cables and our HD cables and our cameras. Yeah,
and maybe fiber, get to the point where we're using more fiber. That is now some of the new standard that's being used. So, you know, there's a whole lot of things that are moving. You know how technology is. That you know, you blink of an eye.
We buy it today, and next year it's old.
That's right. That's right. So, well, you thank those that have donated, though, to the Navarro Broadcast Club. It goes directly for the, we said, the equipment, the students being able to learn something that they can use for their future.
And some of our broadcast clubbers have gone on to already do some side jobs from this. So get them ready for the real world, not only in the classroom, but in the CTE work we can provide here in Navarro.
There you go. It's just one of the nice benefits Navarro can do and have.
And back to the game. So here's 1-0. Caleb Wood steps in. He doubled his last at bat, and that is why Colt Brown's on second. He doubled this inning. Perea checks the runner. Checks the runner again. Comes home. In the dirt is the curveball. Count goes 2-0. On deck is Noah Rosas.
In the turf, you mean, right? No,
in the turf. It looks like dirt.
Yeah, it does, but it's not, right?
It's a very dark brown dirt if it is. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Brown's at second. Takes a good lead. He's at the cut between the dirt, the imaginary dirt, the AstroTurf dirt, and the grass, and time is called at home plate. Wood steps out. Brea is not the fastest worker in the world, very deliberate. He would be an argument for the pitch clock at high school. And we're going to go over this pitching sequence again.
There you go.
So,
catcher needs a
quick thought here, Hank. We're in the 6th inning.
Yes, sir.
This catcher and this pitcher's probably worked together all year long. So unless we're talking strategy, I'm not sure how many more pitches we have to call here to this hitter.
Yeah, but still, there's a time where it's like, hey, remember, we talked about this guy. We've got to be able to pitch.
I told
it
you I
down
want to throw him inside.
Yeah.
That's right. He won't hit my curveball. Here's the 2-0 pitch. It's low. Fastball misses down. Full count now to Caleb Wood. And from where I am sitting to the left of home plate, I see no action in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. So they may have their next pitcher either in the field or ready to go in the dugout. 3-0 count to Wood. Wood takes a strike on the inside corner. I think the strike zone may have expanded just a little bit there. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Caleb Brown stands on second. He will get his lead and try to score on a single. Brown swings. There's the single to left field. High grass. Dunham's waving Brown around. The throw is cut off by good throw by Babcock. I'm sorry. That is Colton out there, and that was a good throw. About a third of the way between third and home, Coach Dunham threw up the stop sign. Brown complied and gets back to third with ease. So they single for Wood. Wood now 2 for 3 on the day with that single. Here's Noah Rosas steps in. He struck out in the 2nd. He reached on a catcher's interference in the 4th inning, and we may see the end of the night for Aperia. He leaves the game, leaves a relative standing ovation for the Blue Jays crowd, and well done for that young man tonight. In game 1 of this series, he keeps the Panthers to 2 runs on 5 hits. We'll step away here for a second as we have a pitching change. Blue Jays lead 9-2. Game 1 of the area playoffs continues in a moment. Cade Ramirez, who started the game in center field, comes on to pitch now for the Blue Jays. Let's see if we can find some stats here. Pitching on Mr. Ramirez. He has pitched 9 innings this year. That's in 5 different games, 37 batters faced. He's given up 7 hits over those 9 innings, walked 3 and struck out 10. That's a pretty good 1 strikeout per inning ratio there, and has not given up an earned run so far over those 9 innings. So the Panthers will look to continue what has hopefully is the start of a rally. He had a double with 1 out from Colt Brown, and then Caleb Wood reached on a single just a second ago. He ran Aperia off of the game. And now Noah Rosas' job here is to move these runners along and cut into this 9-2 lead.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the Panthers can really get something here. You get 2 or 3. It's going to make you feel a lot better in the 7th if you're still trailing.
Yeah, got to get a carousel going. I mean, take advantage of the new pitcher and and you got to attack him right away.
Who apparently throws lots of strikes. There's a strike, fastball in the corner.
Well, right on cue.
That goes 0-1. It's Brown at second, Wood on first. We are on the bottom of the 6th inning. Panthers trail by 7, 9-2. There goes the runner to second. Noah swings through it. It goes down to second. Brown rightfully scores. The second the runner throws down, the runner at third is supposed to break. And scoring is Brown. On to second goes Wood. Swinging through the strike is Rosas, so he has an 0-2 count. But the Panthers pick up a run. Now trail 9-3. Blue Jays did not have a cut play on in that situation either.
Yeah, no cut off.
This is low on the fastball. Count goes 1-2 to Rosas. Single with good speed at second is Wood. Make it 9-4 with a single here, Mr. Noah.
Yeah, we need it.
Long look in, now stepping off is Ramirez. Resets on the mound. Shakes yes to his catcher. Wood with a good lead at second. This ball's hit to short. Jumping over it is Wood, and he will go to third. Noah will move the runner up 90 feet on the 6-3 putout. So here's Ryan Tatum. 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out 6-3 and hit a hard shot back to the pitcher, Abrea, back in the 4th inning, but Abrea stuck up the glove and found something in it. 2 outs here. Panthers trying to get the 4th run across. That is in the person of Caleb Wood. There's a fastball on the zone. Farrell had to bring that ball way up from below the zone to try to make it a strike. Umpire not fooled.
He's been trying to frame that one twice already.
We'll talk this over just a little bit more. Well, you know, hey, been a former pitching coach. It's important that you want to get on the same page as your catcher.
Yeah, well, the body language of the catcher kind of said it all, though, there.
Yes.
He's like, oh, I got to go back out here
Not
again.
just that. You're up 9-3.
Right.
You have a good fastball.
Use it.
Let's just use the fastball, fill up the zone. If they start hitting it, we'll make an adjustment. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball at the knees, just a little low.
Yeah.
Count goes 2-0.
Now, that looked low. I mean, initially I thought it was going to be out, but as it crossed the plate, and again, trying to frame that and bring it up. It's Farrell.
2-0 to Tatum. Misses low, 3-0. On deck, Craig Hyman.
Good opportunity here for the Panthers.
If these two guys can reach, Tatum and Hyman, you're at the top of the order. 3-0 pitch. There's a strike.
Yeah.
A little below belt high down the middle of the plate. So Tatum goes to work now with a 3-1 count. You know, if Tatum has the plate discipline, trying to draw a walk here is not a bad idea on the 3-1.
Corners.
That's low.
Yeah.
He called it low. So on to first goes Tatum. Good job, young man. The Panthers will have runners on first and third now with 2 outs. Craig Hyman's going to try to get this to the top of the order. In fact, Craig Hyman is not going to bat. Well, we will see who this Panther is. This is Peyton Helford.
Now back for the Panthers, number 12,
Peyton Helford back for Craig Hyman. Hyman was 1 for 2 on the day. There's a strike. Helford watches the first strike come through.
Batting from the left side, too. Giving the pitcher a little different look, too.
And we know that lefty-righty matchups sometimes favor the left-handed hitter. Oh-1 to Helford. Helford swings through the all-speed pitch. Count goes 0-2. Helford going to have to go to work here. Craig Hyman could re-enter the game if that's the choice of Coach Dunham here.
2 outs.
So need a big off-the-bench hit here. Pinch hit. 0-2. Coming home to Helford. Helford swings through the curveball. And the Panthers will leave 2 on base here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Panthers will look to hang a 0 and keep this game within 6 as we go to the top of the 7th inning. For the Blue Jays, it will be Ramirez, Ochoa, and Aprea in the top of the 7th inning. Panthers need to hold it right here to have a chance. This is the Navarro Panther Network. Good shot there of our Panther crowd here as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Making the hour and 15-minute trip out here to Hallettsville. A lot of Panther baseball has been played here in the playoffs last couple of years. We'd like to fill that up tomorrow night. We play at 7 in LaGrange. That'll be game 2 of the series. Right now, barring something in the bottom of the 7th inning, it will be an elimination game for the Panthers.
Leading off for the Blue Jays in the top of the 7th inning.
Yeah, well, add the mall and LaGrange, and another beautiful baseball field out here as well. So
Tatum will come home in second inning of work. The curveball misses low for ball 1. Cade Ramirez here for the Blue Jays. He's the number 4 hole hitter. He's followed by Diego Ochoa and Albie Aprea. Here's the pitch. Swinging through that is Ramirez. Count goes 1-1. Ramirez with a single in the first. He popped up to first in the third and had an RBI triple in the 5th. A little low. Consistent, though, on that low pitch is the umpire. Count goes 2-1. Tatum looks over his glove, kicks and comes home. Misses out 3-1. And if we go to game 3, it will be here at 2 p.m. in Hallettsville. There's a strike at the letters. Full count now to Tatum. On deck goes Ochoa. He has a similar line as Ramirez, a single and a triple. And this ball's hit well to left center field. Into the gap goes, nice play by Wilkinson. Wilkinson, and we talked about that off the bat. I'm thinking that's a double of the wall. But the very sticky, humid, hazy air keeps the ball from flying too far. And Wilkinson, with a long run into left center field, makes the play.
Yeah, he unhitched that trailer that time, that's for sure. He was on the move.
Here's Diego Ochoa. We mentioned the single in the first, the triple in the 5th. He popped out to left field in the 3rd. The first baseman for the Blue Jays watches a curveball strike. No matter what happens, Aprea will bat. He's 0 for 3. Misses low. Off-speed pitch again, 1-1. Looking ahead for the Panthers, they will have 1, 2, and 3 in the 7th. And if you're listening to us back in the Geronimo area, I just see a severe thunderstorm watch being issued for Geronimo until midnight.
Interesting.
2 balls, 1 strike. Curveball hit hard right at Colt Brown at third. Reaches up, grabs it. Panthers throw the ball around there for the second out.
If he doesn't catch it, it may not have been good for him either, because it looked like it was coming right out.
It's going to scoot right down the line. Right. Yeah. You catch that and save your face. There you go.
That's right.
2 outs here. Ryan Tatum will try to wrap up the 7th. Salve Aprea.
Yeah. Looked like he took a little off of that one for sure.
Yes, a little off-speed pitch there for a strike. Excuse me, this is Ondruch. Ondruch watches ball 1 in the dirt. Ondruch is Colton Ondruch, wearing number 7. He is batting with the pencil bat.
Yeah, I can get a kick out of that one.
It's the first time I've seen that.
Really?
Still a novelty for me, I guess.
Yeah,
Kind
it
of goes
is
1 and
timid.
2. The baseball purist in me does not really like it. The school teacher in me does.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-2. That
Oh.
curveball did not break. It stays high 2-2. Put your pencils down. You're done testing.
Yeah. Oh, I like it. I love it. I think it really is.
There's a strike.
Oh.
That curveball broke. And it took a while to break, but it made Andruch stand there and watch it. The strikeout looking for Tatum. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Panthers need 6 to keep this game going. We're back after this in Game 1 of the area series. Right after this on the Navarro Panther Network. Back at Hallettsville City Park, Hallettsville, Texas. Panthers need 6 runs to keep this game going in Game 1. Clay Scarborough, Hank Diener, Beatrice Wells, our sponsor, and Mia running our cameras and our boards tonight from the broadcast club. Trying to get a Panthers win here, but may not happen today. May need that tomorrow to keep the series going.
Only 6 runs. Let's go.
Only 6 runs. Hey, top of the order's up here, too. So here we go. Cade Ramirez throws strike 1 on the outside corner. Cade Ramirez back on for his 2nd inning work. He came in with 1 out in the 6th inning. And he's looking to shut the door. Not a safe situation, however. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to right field. It's a base hit. Davidson takes the inside pitch the other way and will be a leadoff man on for the Panthers. His first hit of the night, his 2nd time on base.
Yeah, that's what the leadoff hitter is supposed to do. So
set the table. Let's keep it going. Here's Gavin Newberg. He is 1 for 3 of the night. Single back in the 1st. Flat out to left in the 3rd. He grounded out 5-3 in the 5th inning. And we'll look to start a rally. Curveball, strike. First curveball I remember seeing from Ramirez this evening, but it's a strike. Show something a little different. Good fastball from Ramirez. Has not given up an earned run this year in 9 innings of work.
Oh.
And the question is, did he go on the strike? I do believe they're calling that a strike. Down to 2nd goes Davidson on the what would be a wild pitch in the dirt. Count is 0-2, so that was a strike on Newborn. 0-2 to Gavin. Has the man in scoring position with 1 out. Checks the runner and comes home. Curveball in the dirt. That goes 1-2 this time. Newborn did not offer at that.
You might have to get a little bigger lead. You can open that hole up. And Gavin is he's a right-handed hitter here. And, you open that gap up from that shortstop a little more. If you try to get that lead and they try to come back at the wrong time. And
that's right.
It's a little bit of strategy, but you like to see it.
Well, and if you know that's going to happen, you try to hit in that hole.
That's
right. If you get the pitch.
That's right.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Man on first, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th inning. Strike 3 looking. On the inside corner is the fastball. They go curve, and then fastball, and Newborg was frozen on it, so 1 away. Here is Ashton Wilkinson. He took the place of Landon Taylor back in the 5th inning. He grounded out 3 unassisted in his first at bat. Still at second with one out is Davidson. He reached on a single to start the inning. 9 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors for the Blue Jays, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Panthers. That ball's hit well to short. That's deep in the hole. He's going to have to hurry. The throw to first is in time.
Oh.
Man, what a play by Vassick.
Yeah, that
Wilkinson, who plays center field and has good speed, could not beat that one out. So Vassick, nice play and nice arm. Stick around. We will, following the final out, which hopefully is about 20 minutes away, we will do a quick break and come back with a quick post-game show. 2 outs. On third base now is Davidson. Ramirez, first pitch is a high fastball swinging through the strike. Is Villarreal. Good pitch.
Yeah, now you see why he comes in basically as relief here.
Yeah, and hit my fastball.
Yeah.
0-1 count. 2 outs. Ramirez comes home. Swinging through the second pitch is Matt. So Panthers down to the final out here in game 1. If the inning continues, Colt Brown will come to bat. 0-2. 2 outs. Runner at third. Curveball, strike 3 looking.
Oh.
He froze Matt. Matt watches the game flutter away. The Blue Jays take game 1, 9-3 from the Panthers. Tomorrow will be game 2. That will be at LaGrange. We'll talk more about that in a second. Panthers fall 9-3 in game 1. When we come back, it'll be the postgame show on the Navarro Panther Network. Welcome back to Hallettsville City Park, Hallettsville, Texas. Panthers fall 9-3 in game 1 of the area round. The 3-game series. The advantage now is with the Blue Jays as they take game 1. Here are the unhappy totals from Hallettsville tonight. 9 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors for the visiting Blue Jays. 3 runs on 6 hits and 1 error for the home team Panthers. The Panthers left 7 men on base in this game, and that could have dented the game had they been able to get more of those runners home. Let's go recap the scoring for you tonight. 5 runs for the Blue Jays in the top of the first inning, and that was really the tone setter for the evening. Drew McCray had a 2-run home run to cap off that inning in the first. Panthers did answer with 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning. The leadoff man Davidson scored after he walked, and then Landon Taylor reached on a fielder's choice and he scored, and that was going to be the bulk of the scoring for the Panthers this evening. In the second inning, it was Colton who reached on a hit by pitch, and he came around to score on an error, and that made it 6-2. And then the Blue Jays just kind of started to cap on to the rest of the game. 3 runs in the 5th inning with back-to-back triples by Ramirez and Ochoa. The Panthers scored 1 run in the bottom of the 6th inning, and that was on an RBI single by Caleb Wood. Colton Brown was able to score actually on a wild throw, but Colton Brown reached on a double in the 6th. And that was the scoring of the night. 5 in the first, 1 in the second, and 3 in the 5th for the Blue Jays, 2 in the first for the Panthers, and 1 in the 6th for Navarro. And that is all she wrote in game 1. So tomorrow night is game 2. This one will be in LaGrange. This will be at 7 p.m. We'll give you an extra hour to get there, unless you're at home watching Shrek tomorrow night with the theater kiddos. But game 2, elimination game now for the Panthers. Yeah. So, Mr. Dieter, let's not much to talk about this one. The Blue Jays jumped out in front, and just kind of ran and hit away with the score, if you will. Just hit the ball.
And what stands out in is that first inning. You take those 5 runs away, and you know, obviously this is a much closer game. But the the fact that the Blue Jays jumped out right away, and that's what I think. You know, at this level. Me and Lance talk about this all the time as well, and you've probably talked about it, is that, with these young men, emotion and momentum plays such a huge factor at this level. And you can always get it back, but you have to be able to generate that momentum, and hopefully, the Panthers will be batting first. I know usually you like, be home and you bat second and know what you have to do. But sometimes being the visiting team and batting first, you get to jump on.
You get the first punch.
Right. Yeah.
That's right.
And that's what Panthers have to do, it right back to Needville.
And both starting pitchers, Abrea and Brown, both took an inning to get into the groove, so if you will, for a starting pitcher. And the Blue Jays just took more advantage of Brown than the Panthers took of Abrea. And then that – unfortunately, that was the first inning was in the game. All right, so if you don't join us, if you don't go to Shrek tomorrow night in Navarro, again, this game's at 7 p.m. in LaGrange, so we'll be on the north side of I-10, so the south side of I-10 like we were tonight. And hopefully there will be a Game 3 on Saturday. That'll be at 2 p.m. here at Houseville. Yes. If we get that far, when we get that far, if you're a Panther fan. So thank you to everyone joining us in Blue Jay Land in Needville this evening. Appreciate you having you guys. Look forward to having you guys tomorrow night on the Navarro Panther Network. We're hoping for Game 3, of course, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. start time in LaGrange. So for Hank Dieter, I'm Clay Scarborough. Beatrice Wells, our sponsor, was helping us out. Of course, our wonderful camera work from our student Mia tonight. We appreciate her being here also. Any last words, Mr. Dieter?
No, go Panthers.
Let's go. See you tomorrow night, everybody. It's the Navarro Panther Network. Take care, be safe, and God bless.